Speed viewfinder. Stop recording video. Speech off.
This is the struggle of a blind person. Anyway, I love how I say I'm not going to record video if I'm at school and I'm already on my second video this week. Anyway, so today was weird. It was super weird. Okay, so today was the weirdest fire drill I've ever been a part of. Okay, and so if you go to a regular public school, here's how fire drills usually work. I've done a bunch of them. What was it, like 2 in back-to-back weeks? Or we either did 2 in back-to-back weeks, or we did like 1 on a Monday and 1 on a Friday. It was weird. So what you do is for elementary, the fire alarm goes off. You leave everything and you go outside, and we would stand on the blacktop in rows of our classes, and the teacher would come down, count us, be like, okay, we're all clear. We have all our kids. No one went to the bathroom or to the vending machine or to make out in the side hallway while we're having a fire drill, but who's making out in the side hallway in 5th grade or in any elementary grade. But I don't know, like, preteens are weird. But, and then you just go back inside and have a normal day. For middle school, we went out into sort of like the parking lot area, but was sort of like the back lot that we used for like playtime. Like, it connected to the parking lot. And we did that. We would be standing in the grass field, and again they would have us stand in rows and count everything, count to make sure we're all still there. And for high school, it seemed like I only got fire drills when I was in Spanish class, and for that my Spanish class was right next to the door. So we'd go out the door, turn right, walk down the sidewalk, and we stand at the end of the sidewalk by the stop sign. And then we would just, stand in line. But we had to be quiet. So that's the thing that they mentioned. But it's hard keeping elementary kids quiet. But, the higher grades you get, the easier it is for kids to be quiet. Because kids are always on their phone these days, and they're always quiet. So with FBI, it's not like that at all. Now, either you have planned fire drills, not planned, they're all planned. Drills should be planned by administration or something like that. But either you know about them in advance or you don't know about them in advance. So this one we knew about in advance, but it was way too far advanced. So we were in math this morning. Math starts at 8:05, and so we're going over lesson 36, talking about X and Y intercept and all sorts of stuff like that. When Mrs. Carr comes in, she's just sweet librarian in the media center, and she's like, "We're having a fire drill in 5 minutes." And Miss Hall is like, okay. But it was supposed to be a secret or something like that, because she just came and whispered it, and then she left. So I guess she was going and telling everyone that a secret fire drill was happening in 5 minutes. There was a couple problems with that. One, I already sort of suspected because my English teacher, Mrs. Andrews, said since we're back on campus, it wouldn't surprise her if we started going through all our drills. Our lockdown drill, our tornado drill, earthquake drill, fire... Did I even say fire? What am I trying to think of? Fire safety drill. So yeah, it said it wouldn't surprise her, and so Friday was the day. So Mrs. Carr left the room, and so we're sitting there like 5 minutes, okay? Real tense, like, okay, any second now the alarm's gonna go off. We grab our canes and we make toward the door, go down the stairs to the dining hall. But we just sat there and kept going over math. And we're all sort of like, is it ever gonna happen? And then 8:40 comes around, and we're still just sitting there. So we've been sitting there for maybe 7-8 minutes at this point, but I'm just sitting there super tense. Leo said he was tense too, because this super loud alarm supposed to go off, and nothing. So finally it goes off after all the shock wore off of, we're having a fire drill. But Alyssa predicted that they would do it during passing period just to really shake things up and to see if everyone knew what to do, but luckily they didn't. But it was one of the weirdest things. Here's where the weird part comes in, okay? No one was in a hurry, but we were. So usually you're in a rush. You're like, okay, grab your cane, get out of the room. No, we were just nonchalantly walking down the stairs, like, oh no, this building isn't on fire. We're just gonna take a stroll down the stairs, literally. And then, I don't know if people usually not full out run, but they want to get to the dining hall as quick as possible or whatever their safe location is. try having a socially distant fire drill. So we're trying to go down the stairs 6 feet apart, but also some kids are slow down the stairs, some kids are faster down the stairs, some kids are brand new at this school, so they haven't learned the school layout. Other kids have been here for 10 plus years and they know exactly what they're doing. So put all that together. You have kids that are blind, kids that can see not perfectly fine because they wouldn't be at the school, but kids that can see well enough. So put all of that together going downstairs from the second floor to technically the first floor where there's a door. And then, but we were just walking there, and there was no panic in it. I don't know if they're supposed to install panic, or when you're younger, there was a lot of alarms and like just put panic inside of you, but it didn't. And when we got to the dining hall, and usually you want everyone in one area so you can count your kids, and then you'd be like, yeah, we got everyone. A couple things with that. One, our classes are so small. There's only 3 of us in my first period math class. And 2, they want to keep in social distance, so Miss Holly, all they had to do was hand them a piece of paper like, okay, yeah, I got these 3 weirdos. And they're like, okay, you can leave. And you're like, what? Okay. And so we walked outside, and they're like, so do we go back to the classroom, or do we stand outside? So half and half was happening. Half the kids were going back in the building with their teacher, and then we were standing by a couple classes, but like when I say a couple classes, it was like 2 or 3 in each. And we're just standing there like, what are we supposed to do? Because, we just stood there like, this is very interesting. So it was like, I guess you can't really do like a full-on fire drill when you, like during COVID because like, you don't want everyone close together and everything like that, even though we all have negative tests. But I digress. So then we went back upstairs, got our stuff, and went on with our day. Now that was the first weird thing about fire drill. But then the second one happened at maybe 4:45-ish, somewhere around there, 4:40, and I was at swim practice, and just so happens we were in the pool, we were swimming laps, getting our times and everything, so I did my freestyle, got 30 seconds on that, and then I was doing my backstroke. And a thing when I do swimming, my ears are completely underwater and I can't hear anything. I don't know if that's because of my hearing loss, so I can't really hear anything. So I'm doing my backstroke or whatever, and apparently the fire alarm's going off. But it's real silent for some reason in the swimming pool area. And the swim coach, Mrs. Friend, just like, get out of the pool now. And I'm like, did I do that badly on my backstroke that she told me to get out of the pool? But no, so I grab my cane, just in my swimsuit, we walk outside, and I'm like, oh, nothing happened. And they're like, what? And we're like, yeah, they're like, go back inside, finish swim practice. I only had to do another lap after that anyway, but it's like, just like, that's weird. Why? But the thing was, our building was the only one that had the fire alarm because the swim pool's in its own separate little area, building. It's not connected to the gym. It's not connected to the main building or the dorms. So our fire alarm's the only one that went off. And that was super weird. And then another thing about the fire drill this morning, apparently, Mrs. Beef, our head administrator, got irritated with this guy named Mr. Rich, I guess, who set off the alarm because he did it during the wrong time. So I don't know what time we were supposed to have the fire drill, but apparently it wasn't supposed to be at 8:30 in the morning. So maybe period 2, period 5, period 7. I don't know. I thought I heard something, but anyway, I don't know at all. But that was weird fire drill. I've never had anything that weird at public school. And this was my first fire drill at a blind school. So it was really interesting. I knew to go to the dining hall because several different teachers said that. So I guess all of them just meet at the dining hall. Doesn't matter which class you're in, because I know depending on the class you are, you go to different locations. But it turns out everyone just goes to the dining hall. So that's nice. And hopefully earthquake drills and lockdown drills and all that. Okay, so yeah, there was a cut there because that's what happened when your storage gets full. So that was April 9th, was like the first 9.5 minutes, and now it's, May 8th. So almost a month later. So basically, I think I was talking about how if we had a lockdown drill or a tornado drill or something like that, I wouldn't be interested enough to make a video on. And they were weird. We had weirdo drills. So that was the fire drill, and I guess I'll just recap the other ones real quick. Also, I want this video to be 10 minutes or longer. So yeah, after that we had a lockdown drill in first period again, and it was once again strange. They're like, lockdown. This is a drill, and they were like, thanks. We were aware of that. Thank you. Oh God, that was gross. What? So we all had to hide behind the cabinet. So you have Miss Hardware math teacher, Alyssa, Leo, and I, right? And so we locked the doors. We turn off the lights so they think no one's in the building. But I mean, if it actually was a lockdown drill, oh, I hate them being called my joke. What? So, like, I think they would know that someone is actually in the building, but turn off the lights, lock the door, and we all hide behind the cabinet. 1, that's not social distance. 2, they could break down the door, and they're like, okay, the drill's over. You can go to class. And they say it in our voice like, we're saying it's over, but actually it's not very over. So we just stay there and play, talking. We're supposed to be silent, but we're talking anyway, like, this is boring. And then finally, a police officer come and knock on the door along with Mrs. Beef, our administrator, with the keys. We open the door. They're like, good job, guy. You did it. Oh, okay. Thank you. So that was weird. And we went on to the next class, but at least that made me miss about 10 minutes of science, so that was nice. Next, tornado drill in science, and it was an odd one because usually you have everyone go in the hallways, right? You go to the basement. We were on the second floor, so yeah, we had to go down 2 flights of stairs to the basement, and everyone lines up on the wall, and you sit there quietly. I don't know, 5 minutes or so is what they usually do. But, social distance. So what they did is they had this huge thing where they had everyone go downstairs, right? But they had to go down in waves. So they had to go in waves, the first thing. And then we got on the floor and showed them the proper technique and we're like, okay, go back to class. But it's 10 seconds. I literally just got on my knees. Oh God, that sounds way wrong. And covered my head, and put against the wall and everything, showing the proper technique. We're there for 5-10 seconds, and they're like, "Okay, go back to class." I'm like, okay, sure. And then the next one was a shelter-in-place drill. I think we practiced shelter-in-place we're very good at shelter-in-place. We've been on lockdown and haven't been able to go anywhere for the past year. So, that's nice. We're all experts at that. You're supposed to seal the windows, close the door, there could be a gas leak, and then I told my friend Cody not to fart and we'll be safe. Apparently not that kind of gas leak. And apparently we were supposed to have an earthquake drill, but that never happened. But what do I know? Tuesday when I go back to school, there's going to be an earthquake drill. We should have... Alyssa predicted it was gonna be on Earth Day. It was not. They thought I might have jinxed it on Thursday when I brought it up. Hey, we never had an earthquake drill. They're gonna have it next period. Just you watch. Didn't happen. So Tuesday. We'll see. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, those are the weirdest drills. Now I've never had any of these drills, or have I? I'm trying to think. Didn't I have a lockdown? I think I had one lockdown. Oh, yes, I did. I had one lockdown drill, my first week at ISBI. But I never remember doing tornado or fire drill or shelter in place. I don't know how often they actually have a shelter in place thing. But we just practiced, just in case something happened. But yeah, I don't know why my school is the weird one. So I don't know if that's what usually happens during these, or just because we're in are we still in a pandemic technically? Weird times that it was all social distance and spaced out. Because if it was an actual fire drill, an actual tornado drill, social distancing would go out the window. So, yeah, that's what I was gonna say probably toward the end of the video. So this is going up Mother's Day, May 9th. So, yeah, happy Mother's Day, or whatever. Bye. I don't know anyway.